The sun is sinking low behind the concrete towers. I've been counting down the minutes, counting down the hours. The papers on my desk are stacked up so high, but my heart is already flying across the twilight sky. Every station passes by like a blurry dream. Nothing is as real as the love we share, it seems. I can feel the heavy burden starting to release as I get closer to my only place of peace. There's a glow that shines so bright through the falling dark, guiding me back to the place that keeps my spark. All the worries of the world simply fade away when I see the place where you choose to stay. And my heart is finally coming home to rest. I hurry up the pavement where the shadows grow, leaving all the pressure of the workday far below. The winter air is biting, but I don't feel the chill, because the thought of your embrace keeps me warmer still. Every station passes by like a blurry dream. Nothing is as real as the love we share, it seems. I can feel the heavy burden starting to release as I get closer to my only place of peace. There's a glow that shines so bright through the falling dark, guiding me back to the place that keeps my spark. All the worries of the world simply fade away when I see the place where you choose to stay. And my heart is finally coming home to rest. We built a sanctuary out of hope and grace, a tiny universe within a crowded space. No matter how exhausting all these trials can be, you are the anchor that is holding on to me. There's a glow that shines so bright through the falling dark, guiding me back to the place that keeps my spark. All the worries of the world simply fade away when I see the place where you choose to stay. And my heart is finally coming home to rest. Almost there now, almost home. No more walking in the cold alone.
My feet are weary from the concrete and the stone. Another endless afternoon of sitting on my own. but now the key is in my hand. The hallway is behind. The sweetest comfort in the world is what I'm about to find. I hear a little laughter echoing behind the door. The sweetest music that I could ever ask for. The heavy coat I wore is ready to fall down as I leave the noise of this chaotic town. I am standing on the edge of where our lives entwine, feeling so incredibly blessed that you are mine. With every step I take inside this quiet space, I find my strength again in your beautiful face. The long day is over and we are safe inside. I kick off my dusty shoes and leave them by the wall. The shadows of the office seem so distant and so small. I see the tiny boots lined up, so neat and small. The greatest treasures of my life, I have them all. I hear a little laughter echoing behind the door. The sweetest music that I could ever ask for. The heavy coat I wore is ready to fall down as I leave the noise of this chaotic town. I am standing on the edge of where our lives entwine, feeling so incredibly blessed that you are mine. With every step I take inside this quiet space, I find my strength again in your beautiful face. The long day is over and we are safe inside. The world outside can rush and race and never find its peace, but in this little circle all my struggles find release. Your hand in mine is all the wealth I'll ever need to hold, more precious than the finest gems or brightest shining gold. I am standing on the edge of where our lives entwine, feeling so incredibly blessed that you are mine. With every step I take inside this quiet space, I find my strength again in your beautiful face. The long day is over and we are safe inside. Safe inside. The door is closed. No more wind where the cold river flows.
The train car sways under the yellow glowing light as we rush into the waiting arms of the night. People stare at screens with tired, empty eyes, But I am looking through the window at the violet skies, with every single click and clack along the steel track. I know there is no power that could ever hold me back. I picture the table set, the steam rising slow, and the sweet familiar faces that I love and know. The distance is shrinking with every passing beat. I can already taste the victory, so sweet. The city is a memory of metal and of glass, as the lonely suburban fields begin to pass. I am heading to the place where I belong. My shoulders ache from carrying the burden of the grind, but I leave the spreadsheets and the angry emails behind. They don't know the secret that is beating in my chest, that after all the labor comes the sweetest kind of rest. With every single click and clack along the steel track, I know there is no power that could ever hold me back. I picture the table set, the steam rising slow, and the sweet familiar faces that I love and know. The distance is shrinking with every passing beat. I can already taste the victory, so sweet. The city is a memory of metal and of glass, as the lonely suburban fields begin to pass. I am heading to the place where I belong. Let the engines roar and let the whistle softly blow. I am a traveler who has a steady place to go, no longer drifting like a leaf upon the autumn breeze. I find my shelter underneath our family trees. The distance is shrinking with every passing beat. I can already taste the victory, so sweet. The city is a memory of metal and of glass, as the lonely suburban fields begin to pass. I am heading to the place where I belong. The final stop is near. I see the platform clear. I'm almost there.
The winter chill is biting at my collar as I walk. The streets are full of strangers who don't even care to talk. My breath is turning into clouds against the freezing air, but I have got a secret warmth that saves me from despair. I'm turning down the final avenue of gray, pushing through the shadows at the ending of the day. I can see the gentle shadows dancing on our wall, and I know that very soon I will not care at all. The freezing world is locked outside the heavy wooden door. I don't have to face the bitter winter anymore. When I step across the threshold into your warm embrace, the ice begins to melt away without a single trace. Here in our little corner where the fire burns so bright, I shake the frosty teardrops from my eyelashes and hair. The hallway smells of cinnamon and comfort in the air. The little voice that calls my name is music to my ears. It washes far away the built-up tension of the years. I'm turning down the final avenue of gray, pushing through the shadows at the ending of the day. I can see the gentle shadows dancing on our wall, and I know that very soon I will not care at all. The freezing world is locked outside the heavy wooden door. I don't have to face the bitter winter anymore. When I step across the threshold into your warm embrace, the ice begins to melt away without a single trace. Here in our little corner where the fire burns so bright, they tell me that the world is tough and full of endless greed, but I have found the only simple blessing that I need. A little hand to hold mine and a shoulder I can trust. The rest of all their trophies can just crumble into dust. The freezing world is locked outside the heavy wooden door. I don't have to face the bitter winter anymore. When I step across the threshold into your warm embrace, the ice begins to melt away without a single trace. Here in our little corner where the fire burns so bright, the fire is warm. We survived the storm. We are safe tonight.
The autumn dusk is painted in a shade of amber gold, a beautiful and quiet scene for weary eyes to hold. I am walking past the houses where the families gather round, but I am searching for the one where my own heart is bound. The rustle of the fallen leaves beneath my heavy tread reminds me of the lovely night that lies so straight ahead. I can feel the anxious thoughts of work beginning to subside as I prepare to step into the warmth we keep inside. The path is clear before me, and the journey's at an end. To the sweetest lover and the truest little friend, every step is lighter than the one I took before. As I make my final approach to our welcoming door, this is the only moment that defines my entire day. The neon lights of offices are fading far behind. No more endless deadlines pressing hard upon my mind. I see the yellow curtains that we picked out together, protecting us so safely from the changing autumn weather. The rustle of the fallen leaves beneath my heavy tread reminds me of the lovely night that lies so straight ahead. I can feel the anxious thoughts of work beginning to subside as I prepare to step into the warmth we keep inside. The path is clear before me, and the journey's at an end. To the sweetest lover and the truest little friend, every step is lighter than the one I took before. As I make my final approach to our welcoming door, this is the only moment that defines my entire day. I spent the day contending with the noise of modern life, the endless competition and the never-ending strife. But one look at your smiling eyes is all it takes to heal and remind me of the beauty that is simple, true and real. The path is clear before me, and the journey's at an end. To the sweetest lover and the truest little friend, every step is lighter than the one I took before. As I make my final approach to our welcoming door, this is the only moment that defines my entire day. The leaves are falling, the home is calling. I am finally here. The smell of garlic and of sweet rosemary fills the hall as I hang my heavy worries on the wooden hanger on the wall. I can hear the gentle clinking of the plates and of the spoons, humming along to one of our favorite childhood tunes. The evening is a blanket that we wrap around our souls as we sit down together and we fill our empty bowls. The rush of all the city streets is nothing but a ghost compared to the sweet company
is served right here, where we belong. I look across the table at the eyes that shine so bright, and I forget the long and tiring struggles of the fight. The boss's angry voice is gone, the emails can just wait. Nothing is more urgent than the food upon this plate. The evening is a blanket that we wrap around our souls as we sit down together and we fill our empty bowls. The rush of all the city streets is nothing but a ghost compared to the sweet company of those I love the most. We sit beneath the chandelier of simple, humble life, holding hands and giving thanks before we take a bite. The laughter of the children is the sweetest kind of wine, and I am so incredibly glad to call this family mine. The sweetest feast of love is served right here, where we belong. The world is chasing after things that wither and decay, but we are building memories that will not fade away. A simple bowl of soup and some fresh bread upon the board is greater than the treasure that the kings have ever stored. We sit beneath the chandelier of simple, humble lives, holding hands and giving thanks before we take a bite. The laughter of the children is the sweetest kind of wine, and I am so incredibly glad to call this family mine. The sweetest feast of love is served right here, where we belong. Pass the bread around, the safest place I've found. We are home.
The ocean of the city can be rough and very deep, with secrets and with promises that people never keep. I've been sailing through the tempest of the busy office floor, but now I see the shoreline and I'm heading for the shore. The stormy waves are crashing on the cliffs of cold despair, but I can feel the change of season in the evening air. I see the lighthouse beaming from the window up ahead, and all my fears are turning into hopefulness instead. I anchor my tired spirit in the waters of your grace. There is no storm that can disturb this holy, quiet place. The sails are finally folded and the anchor's dropping down far away. in the harbor of your heart. I pull into the driveway and I turn the engine off. The quiet of the evening is so beautiful and soft. The stars are peeking through the clouds to watch us from above, as I prepare to plunge into the ocean of your love. The stormy waves are crashing on the cliffs of cold despair, but I can feel the change of season in the evening air. I see the lighthouse beaming from the window up ahead, and all my fears are turning into hopefulness instead. I anchor my tired spirit in the waters of your grace. There is no storm that can disturb this holy, quiet place. The sails are finally folded and the anchor's dropping down, far away from all the madness of that crowded, noisy town. I am finally sheltered in the harbor of your heart. Let the winds howl out outside and let the rain pour down. We have got a fortress that will never let us drown, built on a foundation that is stronger than the stone, and I will never have to face the stormy seas alone. I anchor my tired spirit in the waters of your grace. There is no storm that can disturb this holy, quiet place. The sails are finally folded and the anchor's dropping down, far away from all the madness of that crowded, noisy town. I am finally sheltered in the harbor of your heart. Safe at last, the storm has passed. We are home. The brake lights stretch forever in a river made of red. I am sitting in the traffic with a heavy, aching head. But I look into the mirror and I watch the city fade, leaving all the debts and all the plans that I have made. With every mile I travel from the center of the grind, the peace of mind is growing that I was so desperate to find. The radio is playing some old sentimental song, and I am singing loud because I know where I belong. The dark roads are leading me to where the lanterns shine, to the arms that always hold me and the heart that is divine. I am leaving all the shadows of the working day behind, for the sweetest kind of comfort that a weary soul can find. The journey
is a bridge to where my real life resides. The highway is a ribbon cutting through the silent night, and my anticipation is a warm and growing light. I can see the exit coming, and I feel my spirit rise, knowing soon that I will look into your loving eyes. With every mile I travel from the center of the grind, the peace of mind is growing that I was so desperate to find. The radio is playing some old sentimental song, and I am singing loud because I know where I belong. The dark roads are leading me to where the lanterns shine, to the arms that always hold me and the heart that is divine. I am leaving all the shadows of the working day behind, for the sweetest kind of comfort that a weary soul can find. The journey is a bridge to where my real life resides. They can keep their skyscrapers and their silver-coated dreams. The things they chase are never quite as noble as they seem. A happy home with smiling faces waiting at the end is the only true achievement that I ever will defend. The dark roads are leading me to where the lanterns shine, to the arms that always hold me and the heart that is divine. I am leaving all the shadows of the working day behind, for the sweetest kind of comfort that a weary soul can find. The journey is a bridge to where my real life resides. In the rearview mirror, the city fades away. I am home.
The street is quiet now, except for wind among the trees. I walk with rapid steps under the gentle evening breeze. I stand before the door and take a breath to calm my mind, ready to receive the greatest joy that I can find. I pause before I turn the key and listen very close to the melody of laughter that I love the absolute most. The little feet that pitter-patter on the wooden floor is the only motivation that I ever need and more. The music of our family is a song of pure delight, washing out the darkness of the solitary night. No symphony of strings could ever match this holy sound, the sweetest kind of harmony that I have ever found. It rings rings inside my spirit, and it makes me feel so whole. I turn the brass doorknob, and then I step into the light. The chorus of your voices comes to banish all my night. They run into my arms with all the joy they can express, and in that single moment I forget the daily stress. I pause before I turn the key and listen very close to the melody of laughter that I love the absolute most. The little feet that pitter-patter on the wooden floor is the only motivation that I ever need and more. The music of our family is a song of pure delight, washing out the darkness of the solitary night. No symphony of strings could ever match this holy sound, the sweetest kind of harmony that I have ever found. It rings inside my spirit, and it makes me feel so whole. The world is full of loud demands and arguments of gold, but here we have a secret that can never be oversold. A gentle word of greeting and a warm and loving touch is why I work so hard, because I love you all so much. The music of our family is a song of pure delight, washing out the darkness of the solitary night. No symphony of strings could ever match this holy sound, the sweetest kind of harmony that I have ever found. It rings inside my spirit, and it makes me feel so whole. The song goes on all through the night until the dawn. The key is cold and heavy as I hold it in my hand, a simple piece of metal that can make my heart expand. I slide it in the keyhole and I turn it with a click, and suddenly the heavy air of work is not so thick. The door swings open wide to show the golden hall inside, and all the weariness I felt begins to quickly slide. I see your jacket hanging there, I see the children's shoes, and suddenly there is no way that I could ever lose. The barrier is broken and the sanctuary is won. The labor of the daytime is finally completely done. I step into the warmth of where my true devotion lies, and look into the brightness of your loving, happy eyes.
have waited for all day. I set my heavy bag down on the table by the door. I do not want to think about the office anymore. The smell of tea is in the air. The kettle starts to sing, and I am feeling happier than any wealthy king. The door swings open wide to show the golden hall inside, and all the weariness I felt begins to quickly slide. I see your jacket hanging there, I see the children's shoes, and suddenly there is no way that I could ever lose. The barrier is broken and the sanctuary's won. The labor of the daytime is finally completely done. I step into the warmth of where my true devotion lies, and look into the brightness of your loving, happy eyes. This is the sweet release that I have waited for all day. The world can keep its prizes and its silver and its gold. They cannot compare to the sweet hands that I now hold. A simple turn of metal was the bridge across the sea that brought me back to where my soul is happy and is free. The barrier is broken and the sanctuary's won. The labor of the daytime is finally completely done. I step into the warmth of where my true devotion lies, and look into the brightness of your loving, happy eyes. This is the sweet release that I have waited for all day. The door is locked behind me. The peaceful night will find me. I am home.
The twilight falls like velvet on the houses in a row. Each window has a story in its warm and amber glow. I walk past all the gardens with a light and easy stride, because I know the beauty that is waiting deep inside. We gather in the kitchen where the air is sweet and warm, a little island shelter from the daily winter storm. I see the drawings on the fridge, the laughter in your eyes, and all the greyness of the town dissolves into the skies. We are gathered here together where the love is strong and deep, protecting all the promises we made and mean to keep. The storm can rage outside, but it can never shake our walls when we are in the shelter where the light of heaven falls. The happiest of hearts are beating safe within this space. take my seat among you, and I feel my spirit heal. The worries of the office are no longer what is real. The simple conversation is a balm upon my mind, the greatest kind of treasure that a human soul can find. We gather in the kitchen where the air is sweet and warm, a little island shelter from the daily winter storm. I see the drawings on the fridge, the laughter in your eyes, and all the greatness of the town dissolves into the skies. We are gathered here together where the love is strong and deep, protecting all the promises we made and mean to keep. The storm can rage outside, but it can never shake our walls. When we are in the shelter where the light of heaven falls, the happiest of hearts are beating safe within this space. Let others seek the high life and the glory of the name. I only want the comfort of this gentle, steady flame, to watch the children sleeping in their cozy little beds, with dreams of happy tomorrows spinning in their heads. We are gathered here together where the love is strong and deep, protecting all the promises we made and mean to keep. The storm can rage outside, but it can never shake our walls. When we are in the shelter where the light of heaven falls, the happiest of hearts are beating safe within this space, safe within these walls. The peaceful shadow falls. We are one.
Hang my heavy coat upon the hook beside the door. I do not want to carry that exhaustion anymore. The stress of all the meetings and the pressure of the grind is sliding off my shoulders. As I leave it all behind, I breathe a sigh of sweet relief and close my tired eyes as I begin to realize where my true treasure lies. The sound of running footsteps and the shouting of my name is better than the empty pursuit of wealth and fame. I am casting off the armor that I wore throughout the fight, stepping into comfort and the soft and gentle light. The battle of the daytime is a distant memory. Now that I am standing with the ones who set me free, my real life is starting in the warmth of your embrace. wash my hands and feel the dust of city streets wash down, leaving all the tension of that gray and busy town. I put on cozy clothes and feel my spirit start to bloom as I walk back into the warmth of our living room. I breathe a sigh of sweet relief and close my tired eyes as I begin to realize where my true treasure lies. The sound of running footsteps and the shouting of my name is better than the empty pursuit of wealth and fame. I am casting off the armor that I wore throughout the fight, stepping into comfort and the soft and gentle light. The battle of the daytime is a distant memory now that I am standing with the ones who set me free. My real life is starting in the warmth of your embrace. They ask for so much effort and they demand so much of me, but they don't know the person that I truly want to be. The father and the partner who is happy and at peace. The moment that the labors of the daily office cease, I am casting off the armor that I wore throughout the fight, stepping into comfort and the soft and gentle light. The battle of the daytime is a distant memory now that I am standing with the ones who set me free. My real life is starting in the warmth of your embrace. No more armor now, I made it back somehow. I am home.
The city is a monolith of iron and of gray. It tries to steal your spirit and your happiness away. I spent the hours dreaming of the little light I know that waits for me so patiently with its familiar glow. The cold fog is settling on the river and the street, but I have got a rhythm in the pulsing of my feet. I am navigating home through the darkness of the night, guided by the promise of your steady shining light. You are the lighthouse shining through the mist of my despair. I always find my way as long as you are waiting there. The greatness of the world can never dim the love we share. When I am in your presence, I am completely without care. My compass always points to where our happy lives begin. I see the yellow window casting shadows on the lawn, that all the coldness of the working day is gone, I push the gate and walk up to the little wooden porch, feeling like a traveler who has finally found his torch. The cold fog is settling on the river and the street, but I have got a rhythm in the pulsing of my feet. I am navigating home through the darkness of the night, guided by the promise of your steady shining light. You are the lighthouse shining through the mist of my despair. I always find my way as long as you are waiting there. The grayness of the world can never dim the love we share. When I am in your presence, I am completely without care. My compass always points to where our happy lives begin. They build their towers high into the cloudy, stormy sky, but they don't have the simple truth that money cannot buy. A little home of laughter and a heart that is so true is all I ever wanted, and I found it all in you. You are the lighthouse shining through the mist of my despair. I always find my way as long as you are waiting there. The grayness of the world can never dim the love we share. When I am in your presence, I am completely without care. My compass always points to where our happy lives begin. The gray is gone, the light shines on.